Hi everybody. I just wanted to take a few minutes to show you a real quick project. I debated a lot on showing this one to you because it is something I'm sending out to my hostess club, and I normally like to keep it a surprise, but it is kind of a cool thing to learn how to use these spinner dies. I've had some questions about them and how to use them. Basically, what you get in the package is the large spinner, which when it's cut out and decorated looks like this. You get two small pieces. One goes on the top of your spinner and one goes on the back of your spinner, and it makes like a spinner sandwich. So you have a little tiny brad that goes through the bun, the hamburger, and the other bun. Basically, it makes like a little sandwich, and you make that brad a little bit loose so that this piece can turn. Okay, so when you decorate this piece, there's a few little tricks in the package. You also get some instructions on how this works. However, there's an error on this in that right here it shows that you split your circle into 8 parts, but really you split your circle into 6 parts. So when I stamp, I basically stamp here and then across, and then I turn and I think of it like a big X. Like if you think of it like a big X, and then you would stamp here, 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 here. So I don't measure. I don't make this into some big production. I just stamped it. It's not perfect. If you look really closely on here, and maybe you can see it a little better on the die itself, there are some little guidelines that will imprint that'll show you that little row where you decorate. The circle will cover here, so the only part you really need to decorate is here. There's the stamp sets that go along with these thin cuts are super cute. There's a couple of them. The only one that I purchased was this one. It's I Choose You. And it's really nice because it comes with dies as well, if you purchase it with dies. Although I'm not really sure, a lot of sets now they're making dies for everything. This one in particular, I think you could get by without the dies unless you want to make it dimensional. I used all of the dies, so I will show you the parts and pieces that I cut out. I love the stamp set. It has some really cute things on it. So let me just show you kind of how I'm putting this together. So basically we have our sandwich, right? The idea is to put some foam tape on top of the circles to make those on front and back, to make those adhere to your cardstock, so that the middle is movable. Okay? So what I did was I cut out a card. This is just the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is the other die that comes with the spinners. And I just cut that out, and I stamped on it the bottom of the gumball machine. Okay. Now, the idea with this is to put your spinner in there so that you can see the message on this side, and so that what's spinning in the center will show up in the window. So the very first thing you do basically is take this foam tape off. Okay, and let's get this out of the way. And you want to lay it down so that the spinner shows on the left here and the hearts are in the window. You can use your guidelines that are imprinted and then just push on that foam tape. So the only place that's adhered is where the foam tape adhered it, but the circle is still movable. Isn't that cute? And it spins around. So what I did was I used that really cool iridescent paper Dreamy that we had. I showed it to you in one of the other videos because I told you I'm determined to find a way to use it. And so I just made that into the gumball machine. Sorry, I gotta push that down. I also cut out these little pieces, and I really like when things are dimensional. So there's the little circle. I also made the top of the gumball machine dimensional. So you wouldn't have to do this at all. You could just stamp all of this onto white cardstock. It would look so cute. I made it extra because I make everything extra. All right, so this is what I have. Now, the other thing, I need to put the little hearts inside the gumball machine. I'm just gonna glue them down to there like this. And I like to glue them in a way where you can see all the messages, right? Like that. And now, the only thing that's really left is attaching this front. I'm going to pretend those are on. Attach this front onto the back. Now, the main thing is, obviously, if you only adhere it here, it's going to be a wonky card. You're going to have these flat, nothing's going to be attached down. So it's a good idea to do the foam tape here. Find my scissors, sorry. And then I also like to do a couple of foam tape pieces at the top because that will keep, when you have it on your card, that'll keep it from being so wonky. The problem is you have 2 layers of foam tape here because you have a layer of foam tape on that bottom circle, and then you have this layer of foam tape. So you need to double up on these. So we're going to add a second layer of foam tape. I know you think I'm crazy with this stuff. I feel like I use foam tape on everything, but this way your card will be a little flatter. All right, so I'm adding a second layer. I'm peeling off the foam tape. Seriously, I'm peeling off the foam tape. Why is this stuff always so hard to do? Now, make sure you don't forget the foam tape in the center because you want that to adhere to your card base. All right, all my foam tape is off. It's all sticky here, 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 here. And here's my card base. I'm just gonna eyeball it. I'm gonna push everywhere where I have foam tape and make sure it's stuck. Ta-da! Look at that, isn't that cute? So then it's just a spinner at that point. Okay, now what I did, this is the finished one. I used the I choose you message here. I think that's super cute. Some people will tie ribbon or put a bow on here or, you know, decorate it more. I just thought this was just fine because the other thing that I want to do is, because I wanted to use I choose you because I wanted to add a treat. And if you remember from those Valentine cards, that kit, I got those really cute little pink envelopes, and I ended up not using them because I used all those little cards to make like a memory box file folder kind of thing. So what I did instead, I'm gonna just stamp Happy Valentine's Day and some hearts, and then put the gum inside and attach this as a treat. Attach this whole envelope to the back of here as a Valentine. Isn't that cute? So it'll say, I choose you. They'll be able to open it, get out their gum. I think that's really cute. So I know that's kind of elaborate for a Valentine, but I like to make things that take a little extra time and to show a few techniques. And I normally, like I said, keep these kind of things kind of a secret so that my club won't see it first. But I thought this was too adorable, and I want you to know how to use that spinner mechanism. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Good night.